Yo, what is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we are taking a look at the brand new cards dropping tomorrow here in NBA 2K25. My team, and I'm not gonna lie, I kind of nailed some of these predictions. Chris Bosh, I nailed that. Wimby, I nailed that. Steph and Tmac, I did not mention Tmac, but I did mention Steph as a potential possibility as well. Not a bad drop, honestly. We get a bunch of point guards, which, to be fair, some of them aren't gonna be that great. Steph isn't gonna be good because he's small. MJ is gonna be the same as his GOAT card, which is still a good card. Draymond should be pretty solid, 6'6" though as well. I don't think he's huge. Like, he's not gonna be insane. Manu, same story. J Rich, Jalen Green, Alonzo Mourning. Like, at the end of the day, at this point, who really cares too much? Like, invincible Wimby or GOAT Wimby is just going to be as invincible with a better drag back, pretty much. A couple of other slightly changed sigs, but not a hugely significant difference. He probably gets a better jumper, I'm sure, but at the end of the day, at this point, it just doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. It's the honest truth. 2K26 is coming soon. Honestly, I'm looking forward to that. I'm with HTB. I'm ready for 2K26. I don't know. I'm not spending money on this. I haven't spent money on anything in quite a long time in this game, and that ain't gonna change tomorrow. I hope that is the case for y'all as well. Look, these are going to be great, so great cards. And Alonzo specifically as 100 overalls are really interesting. Couple of more elite small forward options. Is a 7-footer, Alonzo 6'10", 6'11". Like, those are two really good, really big small forward options that'll be good attainable cards for people's squads. Hopefully they have good jumpers and stuff. He already does, but hopefully Alonzo's going to get a different jumper. There's no way they leave his same shot on him. Overall, it's just, I don't know. Chris Bosh is going to be cool too. He's what, 6'11". Like, there's a bunch of small forwards, bunch of point guards, a bunch of small forwards, pretty much is this drop. And then you have GOAT Wimby. That's basically the entire drop as far as I can tell. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm not even, like, the honest truth is I'm just not very excited about 2K25 content anymore. I honestly, here's the truth. I was pretty in on 2K25 and, like, kind of enjoying the game, hoping that the end game was going to be good and the GOAT Festival looks promising. And then week 2 of the GOAT Festival didn't add exchanges for pieces to go between week to week. And I realized that it's over and this year is just done. And they're not going to give us any attainable cards that are like the top best of the best guys until literally when the game is actually not putting out content anymore. Is when they will finally drop like final GOAT packs and whatever and stuff. You'll be able to spend your MT on and get some decent cards. But the honest truth is, man, it's kind of over. And once I realized that they weren't going to make the GOAT Festival good and that season 8 is just going to be more of the exact same stuff where you have to spend a bunch of money to get the cards. And I'm just not going to do that, man. I wasn't willing to do that in season 6. I'm certainly not willing to do it in season 8. I can tell you all that right now. So that being said, my guess is they'll probably give, honestly, what I'm expecting they'll do, they'll probably give Wimby like freaking Patty Sexton or something. Give him like the best jumper in the game or one of the best couple. He's got John Isaac, Chet Holmgren on his invincible, which is good. Sigs wise, he's already super good. I mean, he'll have Steph escape instead of Kemba. He'll have Levine step back instead of Harden, and that's it. Like, the rest of the Sigs are already what they're gonna be. So you're basically getting the same card with probably a little bit faster jumper and I guess a different, maybe slightly better escape and a better step back. That's a drag back. That's about it. Like, at the end of the day, you're not getting a ton of awesome stuff at this point in the year in terms of upgrades. As good as GOAT Wimby will be, and he's going to be awesome, there's nothing special that much about him, unless they do give him Patty Sexton, in which case, yeah, he's probably the best card, but it doesn't matter. It's freaking July 10th. I don't care. I'm not spending money on this, so I'm not even playing the game. That's the honest truth. As much as I am a content creator for my team, I'm kind of done. Like, I'm not playing my team anymore this year, really, outside of videos. At least me. I know a lot of y'all still are, and there's nothing wrong with that. I hope y'all are enjoying yourself, but I'm on to different games, and this game has not done enough to earn my attention here in the last month or so, month and a half of 2K25. Obviously, Tmac already has 100 overall and invincible as well. I mean, by the way, already has a 100 overall and an invincible. Already has a 100 overall and an invincible. Already has a 100 overall and invincible. Already has a GOAT card and a 100 overall. Already has 100 overall. Just a dark matter. Just a dark matter. The rest of these guys are dark matter or lower on their cards that they have gotten, but a lot of like repetition in the last few drops. There has not been a ton of creativity in terms of the cards being given cards, especially at the top. At this point, they are recycling the Giannis's and LeBrons and Wimbys and Tmacs as much as they possibly can. The big name guys that they hope will be able to squeeze a little bit of money out of the community. Tmac probably gets a change jumper too, because they have no issues doing that apparently. His only change sig will be the Steph escape instead of Kemba. Look, he's going to be great. He's a 6'8" point guard, 7'2" wingspan. It's one of the better point guards in the game, for sure. But there's already a bunch of great ones. He's not changing anything. Certainly not a card you need to have, and he's probably going to be 4 million MT. So, like, whatever. Steph, this card's gonna stink and he'll be kind of cheap. The honest truth is Steph just is limited in terms of how good he can be no matter what at this point in the year. We really need a tough Steph card next year, because it's been, how long has it been since we got a really good Steph in my team? Actually, like, did we have a really good Steph at all last year? I don't think so. We did not. We did have this, actually the season 1 Steph was really good for like a couple weeks until they nerfed the shooting. 2K23, he was a day 1 pink diamond and that card was okay. That card wasn't that insane. Only played for like a week or two. And then 2K22, I mean, I think the opal might have been okay for 75th anniversary. I can't even remember. There was, oh, the pink diamond signature series. That card wasn't actually that great. I think it's been since level 40 2K21s when Steph really dominated, like had a truly dominant game. Or a truly dominant card, and that's just not going to change with this one. He's going to be the same as his invincible with better animations. They're going to give him good animations, so he's not going to be the same. His animations will be a lot better. He'll have Pro 2 instead of his own fade, but I wouldn't be shocked if they leave his jumper the same. They might change it either way. Probably not going to make that big of a difference, to be honest. It's a 6'2" point guard, sorry, 6'3" point guard, but with a 6'3" wingspan and a small player build. That's not really changing anything, to be totally honest. Bosch, E, Alonso, let's be honest, all 3 of those cards are the same thing. They're just big, versatile small forwards who, the honest truth is all 3 of those cards are going to be very, very similar in terms of their stats and their badges, and the real differentiator between the 3 is just going to be who has the best animations, and that's going to be the best quote-unquote guy to pick up. I'm hoping E and Alonso are really good, because those are high-level attainable small forwards, and that would be a nice little upgrade to add to my attainables team for that series. But I mean, obviously I think having elite size small forwards is really good. Didn't really get that at the point guard position, although we got a bunch of options. I'm not really sure that, in all honesty, any of these point guards are that special. Manu's going to be better than his dark matter, and I'm sure he'll be good, but he's what, 6'5", I think. I can't remember. Is Manu 6'5"? Actually, I think he is listed as 6'6", isn't he? Because his dark matter was actually a pretty good card. This was a solid card for its time in the beginning of April. And if he has a similar type of card with better sigs and maybe just as good, if not better jumper, like, he's going to be pretty solid. J Rich, his jumper was great on his last card. His last card was that Galaxy Opal from the Bracket Busters, the All-Star Festival, I think. Yeah, it was the All-Star Festival. And this card was good, man, for its time. Hopefully we, again, get better sigs, and I wouldn't mind this jumper on very quick and Pro 2 fade, honestly. That'd be cool. He could be good. He's 6'6". He'll be solid. He probably about as good as the invincible point guards. And then this invincible MJ will be the same card as GOAT MJ. So if you're an MJ fan, this will be a cheaper way to get GOAT MJ, basically. I would think maybe they make 1 or 2 sigs worse, but I would have to think they do the sigs more like the GOAT version and less like the 100 overall version. If this is the 100 overall sigs wise, that's extremely disappointing, but I'm not sure it really matters that much regardless, to be totally honest. And Draymond's 6'6". He's not that big. He's great defensively. You think of him as a big point guard, but at this point in the year, he's really not that big. So hopefully he's good, and he hasn't been great this year because his jumper's mid, but this could be a solid Draymond card, but still, it's just not an exciting name either. So the honest truth is this drop just doesn't do anything for me. Last week's drop was better, honestly. There are some good cards in this drop, but nothing that really excites me for 2K25. And I think that just comes, in all honesty, from my lack of excitement towards 2K25 at this point in the year. So that probably makes sense. I think a lot of y'all probably feel the same way. But with that being said, that's going to do it for today's video. I hope y'all did enjoy. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon, and I appreciate y'all. Peace.